So, guys, we're back to the interview. We're going to talk about some of the songs on the album. There's one song in particular that I'm very interested to know why the title "Angel of Berlin." What's the concept behind that song, please?
It's actually a personal story of me.
Okay.
Um, I was sent by my company on a mission to Berlin, and I spent 3 months there. And at that point of my life, I was just going through divorce. I got diagnosed that I got this stupid illness called cancer,
Oh, sorry to hear that.
and so I was really down, you know. And in Berlin, where I spent 3 months for the company on that project, I met a girl. And yeah, and she's the angel of Berlin.
Oh,
And it was literally love, but we had to say goodbye to each other so that we can pass on in our own ways. I mean, it's really a unique situation, you know. It's real love, but because of some other reasons, you know, sometimes you say wrong place, wrong time.
yeah.
This was the right girl, wrong time. And we separated without separating actually. So you know that was not like a normal relationship where one party says, you know, this is not working anymore for me, and you know, I think we should, you know, stop seeing each other or something like that, you know. Nothing. We separated loving each other. And truth be told, that haunts you for the rest of your life.
Right. Interesting title. That's why I wanted to ask you. It's like of all the songs on the albums, it's like that song. Why that song? What does it mean? That's why I wanted to ask you what the concept behind that song was. But thanks for telling me. So the artwork is really, really good. Explain the artwork. Did you have any other covers in mind before you decided to use the album that you have now?
Um, Actually, I have no idea what the name of the guy is. It was a Fiverr guy, so a freelancer that I got on Fiverr. Our previous artworks were done by Didier Scoyer, a Belgian dude. But he suddenly passed away. So I literally contacted him to tell him that we need another artwork with this and that title and dropped some ideas. He wrote back, no problem, bro, glad to do it. At the beginning of August, you'll get the first drafts. Beginning of August passed, no answer from him, no drafts. I was like, that's not typical for him. Usually he was always top notch. But hey, don't bother him. We are not in a hurry. 2 weeks later, still nothing. Wrote him, no answer. Then I went to Facebook because I had him there also under my friends. And then I went to the Facebook page, and there I found out because there was an entry that unfortunately he passed away. No specific reason, but when somebody says I'm doing your artwork and then suddenly passes away, maybe car accident, something definitely not normal.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. So this new album, how do you see this album as a progression from the previous albums?
Well, the first and main progression, you know, is the sound because the production, the mix, and the mastering and how the band sounds is definitely the best assignment ever. Regarding the music, that's in the eye of the beholder, you know. The progression, if you can call it a progression, there are some differences. I could say this album is a little bit slower than the previous one, especially Closing the Circle. I could say it's the thrash part is reduced. More focus on the atmosphere, that every song has a special atmosphere that he provides. That's something that was my goal, and for me personally, also the progressive factor. I mean, if you look at the trademarks, what progressive is, I mean, I hate this whole name anyway, because what's progressive in the year 2026 if you have a signature move that, I don't know, bands did already in the 60s or the 70s? Kansas or Rush or whoever, So I hate this name being progressive. You can be progressive in different ways, like mixing genres, and maybe also there is, from the keyboard sounds and the effects, maybe a cinematic approach for the song. But that's also like not really a progression, a development, maybe. Yeah, a development that, yeah, and the album is relaxed. I was just really relaxed when I was writing the album. I had, no, but oh yeah, that sounds interesting. It sounds good. It sounds interesting. And it can be a clean acoustic part, and yeah, so that's the progression. But I would really like to call it development, because they put you in this progressive genre, yeah, because you need to be somewhere. They need to label you somehow. At one point, I tried to establish the thing called art metal, to call myself an art metal band.
Okay.
But then I found out, or I thought, that sounds maybe too arrogant. But really, I don't see it as progressive. And like when then, Review, yeah, they sound a bit like Dream Theater. And it's like, gee,
That's the only thing with being progressive. A lot of bands are stigmatized as, oh, you sound like Dream Theater. What about all these other great bands, Fates Warning, Psychotic Waltz? Nobody really mentions those guys. It's always Dream
Well, it's
Theater.
just because Dream Theater was the lucky one that jumped out in this genre for MTV's and the Images and Words album and the videos for Another Day, and and then they were like the #1 progressive metal rock band, and every band that came afterwards and played a signature move and triplets and complicated musical technical stuff. It was, I sound like Dream Theater.
All right. So this album, what's the reviews you've been getting so far from the press? What have they been saying about the album before it's released? Or at least is it this Friday it's released, the album?
Sorry?
Is the album released tomorrow?
No, unfortunately, it has been postponed for the 20th of March because of
wow.
the production chain for pressing the
vinyl.
The vinyl.
Oh,
And I think
interesting. Wow.
there are some old release dates still online somewhere, I think. Sometime in February. We just talked about it.
Yeah, tomorrow. I've got like tomorrow's the date of the release, so it's been put back till March.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been pulled out to March. We're getting some reviews because obviously the promo kits have been sent out, so the websites and they could listen to it and rate it. And there are some reviews, and they are all so far very positive. What I really like is that on each review, a different favorite song was named. And that says a lot about the album, I think. due to my humble opinion. One reviewer was like, The Tower, that's the best song. That's the highlight of the album. Next one, the title track is the highlight. The next one, Call for Heaven is the highlight. The next one, Angel of Berlin is the highlight. So almost every song of the album was already named in different reviews as highlights in their opinion. And I think that's good.
Great. That's really, really good. So, I mean, how many new songs do you have wrote for the next album? Like you say, this album's been delayed because of the lineup changes at the record label. Have you got a new album wrote ready to kind of work on for the coming next year?
No, I don't think so. No. At the moment, I feel I'm not decided yet. I don't know, because that's the thing that I told you before. I see a sense in the new album only if I can improve something.
Yeah.
Or maybe if I would dramatically change the style. Because of my death metal roots, I believe that I'm pretty much capable of creating a really, really good death metal album.
Would you call it assignment or would you do it as a project?
No, I would just call it assignment because it's a part of me.
Right. I know, because the last couple of albums have been quite progressive. Do you think a lot of fans won't like it if you go death metal? What do you think the opinion that would be if the fans heard something completely different from what they've heard of previous albums?
Yeah, normally that's not a good decision, I would say, because it's like when the artist thinks, "Oh, I'm going to do something totally different," but the fans like want to listen to the specific sound. That's why they listen to the band. But yeah, it's Gohan is the main songwriter here, and that's up to him how it sounds.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
So
back to the youth, man. Back to the youth. Back to the youth. Nah, this was spontaneous. You know, I just said like I still don't know, and I'm still kind of feeling I'm empty at the moment. I don't know if you're familiar with our Assimilation EP.
No, I'm not, but I will check it out.
Between Reflections and this new album.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we had an online EP that we released on our own, where we actually did some cover songs.
Okay, what covers did you do?
The funny thing is, we choose female sung songs and let Diego sing them. So we had a cover of ABBA, Lay All Your Love on Me. We covered Roxette, Shadow of a Doubt. And we covered Black Velvet from Alana Miles.
Oh, interesting.
And the videos are on our YouTube channel. The EP is also on Spotify. And on top, we did instrumentals. We metalized soundtracks of movies.
Awesome.
So we took, for example, 3 songs from the soundtrack of Conan the Barbarian, like Anvil of Crom and Leaving Valeria. And we, instead of like the orchestra version, of course, we had also the strings and everything, but I took the challenge with a drum. So with a real beat, with drums and electric metal guitars, playing the melodies and doing that. And we did that like for 3 songs of Conan the Barbarian, for the main theme of The Running Man, and Christine from John Carpenter's Christine.
Wow, this sounds really great. It's something I definitely need to check out. I mean, so getting back to the new album, how many promotional videos are you going to be doing? Is it just lyrical videos? Are you going to do in the studio somewhere? What's the ideas you've got in mind?
Well, we have this lyric videos.
Yeah, I've seen one of them.
That's going to be it. We have it for the first single, Fallen, now for Angel of Berlin. There is a 3rd single coming, Nothing to Say will be. And that video is going to be special, but I will not spoil it right now.
Yeah.
That's also a crazy idea that I had, and I said, like, what the fuck, let's do it.
Yeah, that's a little bit surprising, but it's not a lyric video. Yeah.
Okay, right. So do you think you guys are going to be touring this year? Have you got any dates, any tour set up, or any festivals?
No,
Why
nothing.
not? Why not?
Actually, due to the fact that we all have regular jobs, due to the fact that Diego is in Spain, due to the fact that we cannot rehearse on a regular basis. We were playing live back then until the second record, and then since it was impossible. It was impossible. You were playing gigs here in the surrounding, in the clubs in Germany, and you played everywhere. You done it, you know. And we had one big chance. Closing the Circle record came out, and Massacre sent me a message that we have a chance to go with Symphony X on tour.
Wow, that's good. That's a good tour.
Within Germany as a support act. And the conditions were even great. And it was the perfect audience for a band like Assignment, due to my humble opinion. And then we all agreed, the keyboarder, me, Heiko, the drummer, we said we're going to take vacation. We need approximately 10 days of rehearsing to get the set list really good. And then the biggest pro of all of us, Diego, sends me an email. Sorry, bro, I can't. I signed already a contract for a Queen musical show that goes over a year in Spain. Because that was his first job when he came over to Spain, obviously, moved from Argentina. He was in need of work, and he signed the contract. And he said, I can't. But hey, look at some other singer, was impossible.
That's a shame. It's a real shame. Guys, I want to thank you.
And that was the last time that we actually had at least a chance or an offer.
Yeah, I think if there's a like similar opportunity like the Symphony X opportunity, or yeah, something that's attractive and makes sense for us as well, then we would go for it. But currently, yeah, of course, yeah. So but right now, nothing planned. So maybe when the album is going good and people like it and we're like getting a lot of streams and sales and so on.
Yeah.
That would be in people are getting interested in seeing us live, and we're getting some relevant requests. That would be nice to play, I think. But yeah, right now it's not really planned. So
okay,
it's not on the horizon.
Sorry?
It's not on the horizon.
Okay, guys, I want to thank you for doing this interview. I wish you all the best. Good luck with the album sales. Do you have anything to say to the people watching this on YouTube?
Buy our album, or at least check us out. You might be surprised if you're into metal, to sophisticated metal. I don't want to call it progressive or power metal. It's bright and, due to my humble opinion, really good.
Yeah, thanks for spending time with our music. I think that's what I always think. That's very relevant to be aware that people are spending time of their life and spending time with listening to music where I or we played. And yeah, that's I always think that's a great honor to get time from other people. Thanks.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. I will send you the interview when it's online. Please share it. I'd appreciate it. So have a great day. Thanks again, and wish you all the best for the album sales.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us,
Thank you,
James.
mate. Take care. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.